Today we will learn the after of the symmetry. Now we talked about the symmetry. Also we talked about the different type of dermal layer in our previous video. In today's video we are going to learn after that what comes after that. So after that comes the coelom or cavity. But what is actually coelom and what is cavity? Cavity is the empty out space inside an organism. So cavity is everywhere and we get tooth cavity, right? And that cavity is nothing but an opening inside our tooth. Similarly, whenever we are talking about cavity within our body or coelom, then there are three type of coelom. But let's actually understand what is coelom. Coelom is the distance between the internal organ and the outermost layer, and it should be an empty space. The empty space between the internal organ and the outside and the outermost layer made out of mesoderm is called as coeloms or cavity. Now, whenever we are talking about coeloms, there are three types of coeloms: eucoelomate, acoelomate, and pseudocoelomates. What are eucoelomates? Eucoelomates are the organisms which are true coelomates. That means they have true cavity inside themselves. That is, they match the perfect definition of a coelom. And these organisms are as humans. And they come after Aschelminthus. Every organism after Aschelminthus is eucoelomate. Now, what are acoelomates? Acoelomates are the type of organism that do not have cavity present in their organism, present in their organ, and they are platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes, that is planaria, there is not and cavity present inside them. And after that, the pseudocoelomates comes. What is a pseudocoelomate? Pseudo means false. We all know that. So coelomates mean cavity. Pseudocoelomates means false cavity. What is false cavity? That is, the cavity is present within the organism, but it is not true cavity because in the definition, mesoderm should be present between the two layers. But in pseudocoelomate, the two layers, the mesoderm is not present between the cavity. That's why it is called as false cavity or pseudocoelomates, and these are present in the Aschelminthus type of division. Now after this type of division, that comes the segmentation. What are segments? Segments are the small division of unit present in an organism. Ever seen a crocodile? Yeah, they have scales on their body. Those scales are unit of the segment present on their body, and they work as a defense system because when a structure is continuous, then it may break easily, but the segmented one gets their own protection. So that is segmentation. It is nothing special, but it is a type of division. Now let's remember the all type of phylums once again. The phylums are as follows: Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthus, Annelida, Arthropoda, and Arthropoda. After that, the Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Hemichordata. Now, after that, the Urochordata, the Cephalochordata, in the chordates, I am talking about the chordates, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Vertebrata. Inside the vertebrata, the Cyclostomata, Pisces, Aves, Mammalia, and Reptilia, and the other ones, yeah, the Amphibia. Yeah, these are the ones. So this is the whole classification, and in the Mammalia, we are the one. So we are going to get there at some point. But today, let's understand porifera. What are porifera? Porifera are the type of organism which are mostly aquatic and they are spongy. Hence the name comes as porifera because they have a spongy body. And these animals or these type of phylums are mostly, yeah, they are mostly aquatic and marine. Few are freshwater dwellers as well, but these are substratum, they are attached to substratum, hence they are called as sedentary. They do not show locomotion, they do not move from one point to another, but the cool thing in them is that they reproduce both by sexual method and asexual method, and the sexual method is the formation of gamete and the asexual method is regeneration and fragmentation. These are the two type thing, but beside this there are special characters among themselves as well, and that is they have collar cells. Those collar cells act as flagella And the work of flagella, you know that it moves, right? So the collar shell work as a flagella. They move the water from the ostia. Yeah, they have two type of main pores, the ostia and the osculum. The osculum is the big one and the ostia is the small one. So the water intaken from the ostia comes out of the oscula. And oscula is the singular form, osculum is the plural form, and this is their entire body. And their exoskeleton is made of chitinous. It is calcareous. Yeah, it is calcareous, not chitinous. Chitinous comes in arthropoda. We will get there as well. Thank you.